Hello, BookTube, and welcome back. Well, you join me on a very nice day in the UK right now. The weather is beautiful, but it's a typical UK spring weather. It's where it's nice when you're in the sun, but as soon as you step into the shade, you're like, but I'll be out there soon enough. The weather is nice. So I thought uh, I'll continue with the bookshelf tour. I usually leave it 10 to 2 weeks since my last one. I am continuing with the Discworld series. I think this will be part three now, so it'll be book 21 to 30. And I usually do them in chunks of 10 as well, so I do the next 10 Discworld books. When I started this a year ago, I thought to myself, I'll have this wrapped up in six months. Uh, I've probably got another 10 videos left to do. I've got rid of a ton of books and I can't believe how long it's lasted. Imagine if I did it with three times as much. I'd be here for 6 or 7 years, especially how much I just go on and on and on and on like I'm doing now. So let's continue and do the next 10 Discworld novels. So I think number 20 is The Hogfather. I think that's where we left off that time. So the next one, here we go, is Jingo. Jingo! All of these Discworld novels are in this kind of like beautiful format. It's the newest hardback. Who does it? I can't remember. Is it Golden? I can't remember. Just look for them. If you like the covers, they're everywhere. So, and I love them. I love them all. I think there's 41 Discworld novels, and the only one you can get in this is the graphic novel, The Last Hero. So, but you can get the rest of the 14. They're nice. Anyway, so this is book 21, and this is about, again, all the Discworld novels like set in like not set, like focuses on a certain characters, and this one is about the Watch again. So like an ancient civilization right now has risen up, and they are going to attack the city of Ankh-Morpork, which is like the major city in the Discworld. A lot of the things, a lot of stories like revolve around, and it's all about the city of Ankh-Morpork and this new society attempting to go to war. And it's about Sam Vimes, the leader of the Night Watchers. To this point now, I think this is either book three. I think this is book three in the Watch series, and this is where Sam Vimes really is now the main character. He really shines through. Sam Vimes is the voice of humanity in this book, and I absolutely love it. And it's all that kind of like saber rattling kind of stuff, kind of like a skit on like the Soviets and Americans in the 1980s. We're gonna drop nukes on you. No, we're gonna drop nukes on you first. It's all that kind of stuff, and yeah, this is really good. This is probably, I say, my second favorite in the Watch series. My favorite's coming up, but all the Watch centric Discworld novels are top of the class. They really are good, and that's. This is Sam Vine with the Watch trying to stop a war. Oh, and one of my favourite characters does his first appearance in this book, I think. What's his name? Leonard. I think it's Leonard of Quern or something like that, or Leonard Quern or something. He's a Discworld inventor. He's like a Leonardo da Vinci kind of a character, and he builds some sort of contraptions and all that to save them. But yeah, this is Jingo. Brilliant. Oh, here we go. The Last Continent. This is a Rincewind centric book, but this is the last book where Rincewind, if you don't know Rincewind, is like the Discworld's worst wizard. He can't spell wizard. He's so bad. And this is his last time he's like the main protagonist in any of the Discworld series. From now all the way to the finish, he's more mixed in with the wizards now, because I think Rincewind overall is the weakest character. in Discworld. That's why I think Terry Pratchett kind of threw him in with the rest of the wizards. So this is just an absolute piss take of Australia. It's full of Australian cliches all the way through. It's a lot of people probably don't like The Last Continent, but I think it's quite funny. I think it's probably the best of Rincewind. So it starts off with the librarian in the Unseen University of Wizards, which is kind of like the teacher training kind of facility. And the librarian is an orangutan, and at the start he's ill, and so he can't look after the library in the in the Discworld, the Unseen University. So all the books start misbehaving because they're all magic books. So the wizards in a Unseen are like, what do we do here? What do we do here? We need to stop this calamity because the books are starting to go insane. Obviously, they don't want to do anything with it, so they think, who was the assistant librarian? It was Rincewind, but where is he? He's in The Last Continent, basically. And it's all kind of time travels involved, all sorts of hijinks, and it's them trying to get Rincewind come back to the Unseen University to tame these books and help the librarian who's an orangutan. And I think that's probably the best of Rincewind. What's next? Carpe Jugglum. Okay, Carpe Jugglum. This is a witch focused series. So this is Granny Weatherwax, Nanny Ogg, and I think it's Magrat at this point. I always get it mixed up. It's not Agnes, or it could be Agnes Knit. Who is it? I always get mixed up between Agnes and Magrat. Do you know what? I think it's Agnes. I'm trying just to skip and see who. It's one of them. It's Agnes. It is Agnes. Yes, because Magrat's in the first one, and she marries to Princeton, of course. I'm just waffling, aren't I? So Carpe Jugglum is, what does it mean? It's like got them by the throat, isn't it? That's what Carpe Jugglum means. And it starts off with like the main character in this, who is a wannabe priest, a trainee priest called Mightily Oates, I think. And he goes to the town of Lancre. Is it Lancre? Where he discovers that there's a battle going on between the witches and vampires. So he's absolutely got himself in the deep end here. And again, if you don't know the Witch series, it's the conversations between Agnes and Nanny Ogg and Granny Weatherwax that really ties this all together. And this is all about, the vampires trying to take control of where the witches are, and the priest trying not to die. A solid entry in the Witch series. Again, I'm a big fan of the witches in Discworld. The next one, here we go, is The Fifth Elephants. This is another Nightwatch centric book. So at this point, Sam Vimes, who leads the City Watch, he started off as a lonely captain, but at this point he's now a duke. The patrician of Ankh-Morpork, the leader, has made him a duke, and he sends him off to Uberwald. Is it Uberwald? I think it is Uberwald in this book, to basically solve a crime. And loads of us, there's again, it's werewolves in this, trolls, killer dwarfs, there's all sorts of madness in this, and basically they've got to solve a murder in another city. So he takes with him Carrot, who's this kind of Arthurian, good guy, and his girlfriend, is it Agnuga? I think it's Agnuga, something like that, but she's a werewolf. And Agnuga really is one of the standout characters in this. She really gets her own backstory in this, because in the earlier one she's there, but she's not really fleshed out. She gets fleshed out quite good in this book. And even though they go up and get the hijinks, and trying to settle the murderer what's trying to kill the new leader of Uberwald. What I really love is back in Ankh-Morpork. Again, I think Leonard, the inventors in this book. So the conversations between Leonard and the patrician are funny, but Sergeant Colin is in control. He's acting captain or the City Watch in this book. And oh gee, he's practically useless, and it's him trying to run the Night Watch while Sam is in a different city. Again, brilliant. And the fifth elephant. Oh, what's all this about? The disc is on top of 4 giant elephants riding through space on the back of a giant tail. What's the fifth element all about? Fifth elephant all about? Next one. Here we go. The truth. This is, I love that. I love the way the clouds shine. So this is like I said to you before, you can categorize the majority of Discworld novels in like a series, like the Watch series, the Witch series, the Wizard series. This is part of one of the standalone ones. I mean, some of the characters from the earlier books do a cameo in it, but you can pretty much read it as a standalone. You don't have to read anything else to get this. Now, this focuses on William DeWood, I think his name is. He's a journalist at the Discworld's first ever newspaper. So he runs into all these kind of like assassination attempts, and it's all him trying to survive to publish stories, because nobody wants, their dirty underwear getting published in the city paper. And so that's what all this is about, him trying to survive and trying to make the newspaper thrive with unbelievable pressure from outside. It's a really good standalone Discworld novel. Oh, here we go. Next one is Thief. How many have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one is Thief of Time. Absolutely beautiful cover again. This is a death-centric novel. And I believe this is the last one where he is the main protagonist again. Like Rincewind was before. I think this is the last time death is. So this is all about, I can't remember the two semi-priests who are trying to save the world from this absolutely perfect clock that's ticking down. And there's like bad guys in the background called the Auditors. They're in the Hogfather as well, who pretty want to finish everybody off. So it's all about the priest trying to fix and see why this amazing clock is ticking down to 0 and stop it, and death leading the 5 horsemen of the apocalypse against the Auditors, who are basically pulling the strings in the background here. The fifth horseman is like he left the band basically before they became famous. But again, it's I love all the death books. In the whole series, he's kind of like a naive, kind of really human character is Death. And this is probably, maybe Soul Music, but this is up there with one of the best in the series of the Death. So I counted them before. How many have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 4 more. So this is the amazing Maurice and his educated rodents. Yep. This is the first time Terry Pratchett wrote a young adult book, a YA book. And so this is basically, his name's Keith. I think Keith and Maurice, who's the cat here, they're basically the con men who go to cities, and they've got like their own little tribe of rats. And it's all basically going into cities and ripping them off, saying, look, you've got a rat problem. Me, Keith, the Pied Piper, and his cat Maurice will sort them out. Basically, the fix is in, and they get off with a load of money. But they go to a town called, it's either Blitz or Bince or something like that. Can't remember off the top of my head. And they've already got a rat problem, a big rat problem. There's murders about, and it's all about them trying to get out of Dodge, but also save the city for real this time, because there's all sorts of monsters and devils lurking about in this city sewers and stuff like that. Great little YA book. If you're interested in reading, pick this up. It is a nice, decent read, and it's only about 200 pages as well. And it's funny. It's a riff on the Pied Piper story, but in proper Discworld fashion. It's quite good. Oh, and as I was saying to you before, my favourite series in the Discworld is the Night Watch, the City Watch. I'm sorry, And this is my favourite in the City Watch, probably my favourite of all the Discworld novels, is Night Watch. Oh, I love Night Watch. So this is about Sam Bynes, but he travels back in time and meets his younger self, and he's basically trying to take him under his wing at the same time, and there's all sorts of madness going on, and it's all about Sam teaching a younger Sam to don't deviate off the path, stay on the path basically, and it could cause Sam, the older Sam, when he goes back to his timeline, it cost him his marriage, his job. It's all that kind of like going back to the future, kind of, what we do in the past affects the future, all that kind of good stuff. But this is probably the only Discworld book that properly makes you think. It's a really, really good book. I can't recommend all the Watch series enough, but Night Watch is the pinnacle of the Watch series. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna count books again. I can't remember how I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more left. This is the second of the YA books that Terry Pratchett wrote, and this is one of 5. Sorry, about Tiffany Aching, the We Free Men. Only a short book again, YA based. And when I talked about Carpe Juggling before, the witch one about the witches fighting the vampires, that is actually the last time the witches were the main protagonist. Now they appear in Tiffany Aching's story rather than having their own standout one. So this is, I don't think they meet the witches yet at this point, but they appear in later books. So Tiffany is kind of like she's beginning to learn witchcraft and stuff like that. And at this point, her brother gets kidnapped by the fairy folk. So it's all about her entering the land of the fairies and rescuing her brother. And she does this with the Nakmak Feagles, who are like a Scottish like Smurfs, like dead aggressive little wee blue things they are, and the brains. I mean, if you're not used to like reading like Scottish slang, you might struggle with it, but I don't. I absolutely adore it. It's a good series, and I love I think it's Mac Nac Feagles it's Mac Nac Feagles or Nac Mac Feagles, whatever. The Feagles. And it's a good little YA book. It's sound. And the last one I'm going to talk about today is Monstrous Regiment. Again, one of my favourite Discworld novels. And this is more of an independent Discworld novel. It's not really attached to any other series. And this is about the Ankh-Morpork military. And it's so hard to discuss this book. Now, I think if you go on Goodreads, I think it actually tells you in the blurb. It must tell you in the blurb because it's quite difficult to flesh out without saying it. The lead character is basically a female, but she's pretending to be a male to join the army to find her brother. And it's all about, that pretending to be a bloke all the way through a military campaign and journey. And it's all that, being a grunt, that kind of behaviour, and what she's got to do to not to be found out. And then she finds herself with a little clique of other guards who she becomes really close to, and then you find out all the other guards' secrets at the end. This is a really good Discworld novel. It's a really, a critique of society, the way we treat women and all that, especially when it comes back in the day when women in the military and all that. But it's a really, really good look. It's a really good standout Discworld novel. And I believe that's the last of the standout Discworld novels. I don't think there's any more yet. The rest of them are in a series. And all the independent standalone Discworld novels are really good, especially Small Gods. And that's enough from me, folks. I've nearly done 20 minutes. I'm going to check out now and join us some. And I will speak to you soon. Bye, BookTube.